Yeah, I'm gonna point it right at Kay. Kay's the star. Kay's the star. Yeah. Yeah, say hi to my mom.
Hi, Mom.
She's
I love that you do that for me.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. Ooh, that looks nice, Eric. And take a little nap real quick. Where's your partner in crime? Of course. Of course she would be. Oh yeah. Where are you guys? Wait, have I met you? What's your name? Willie? Nice to meet you. I'm Katie. And I've met you.
Yes.
What's your name?
Lydia.
Lydia. Okay, cool. And you guys are friends, you three? Max? Too?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Well, it's not like so packed in here today. So if anybody wants to like move to have more space, please feel free. It's a rare occasion, so take it up. Take up some space. Okay. Welcome, friends. Thank you for being here. Trying to think. Announcements. Tuesday night. Okay. Are you teaching it? Okay. So I facilitate a teacher training. It's just something I do on the side. But the yoga teacher trainees from last semester, they've been working towards their certification and doing their practicum hours. So teaching classes, assisting classes, observing classes. And as one of their classes that they get to teach, it's Tuesday nights here in this space at 8:30. It's a chill vibes. Is it a flow or more of a restore? Okay, so it's chill vibes is the name of the class, and every teacher kind of interprets it a little bit differently, but Diane's teaching it on Tuesday, and it will be pretty restorative, she says. I've taken Diane's restore class before, and I really enjoy it. And it's really nice, like 8:30 p.m., to just kind of wind down at the end of a long day, and you leave feeling like, quite frankly, you leave feeling like you just want to sleep in this room because you don't want to get up and drive home because you're so relaxed. So, oh, and that class is just $5. So it's not like by donation, it's just flat $5. Tell your friends. Yeah, and that's 8:30. Just FYI, I am going out of town Tuesday afternoon until Sunday. I'm doing river trips. So I will be gone. I'm teaching my Tuesday class this Tuesday morning, 9:15, and then I'm out for the rest of the week. This class next week is not happening. It's Father's Day, so it's just canceled on Father's Day. Yeah, so then I'll be back the following week, and I think that's all. I'll just throw this out there. I have also my breathwork facilitator trainers are doing we're all together doing a breathwork class, a breathwork journey today, this afternoon. It's at this dome. It's a big dome in Midvale. If you are bored this afternoon, have nothing to do, and you want to come breathe, that is completely free. So that one is 1:30 to 3. And if you want, just ask me on your way out and I'll get you that. I'll write down the address or text you the address. Yeah, but no pressure. Okay, let's do some yoga. So go ahead, let's start on our back today. So lie on down. And then as you lie down, you might just feel into your body a little more. So maybe it would feel good to reach your arms and your legs long. Maybe it would feel good to hug your knees in. Maybe it would feel nice to even just give yourself a little self-massage, massage your forehead, your temples, your jaw, your neck. If you've ever tried like EFT tapping, you could use your fingers to tap a little bit. You could tap your chest, your heart space. You could tap down towards your belly and your hips, your pelvis. And that just kind of brings immediate physical awareness into your body, helps you really feel into your physicality. And then eventually just find stillness in any position that feels comfortable to you. Let your breath for now just be completely effortless. So not putting any manipulation or control behind your breath just yet. Just let everything relax. And see if you can let yourself really be held by the ground here. Invitation to either close your eyes, or if you like to keep your eyes open, soften and lower your gaze. And then just take these first few moments to really fully arrive right here in this space. So everything that might be happening later today, everything that happened earlier, right now, just let it fall away and feel your body on the ground. Feel the weight of your body. Feel the air on your skin, the temperature, the texture. And then going a little more internal. How do you feel inside? So not just physically, but also energetically, also emotionally. Just notice what's present. Notice what might just be floating around inside. Notice the raw sensation of it all. You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to control it. You don't have to make it go away. You're just becoming this wide open space where you are the witness. All forms of life energy can just move through you. So life energy, it comes in sensation, pulsation, comes in emotion, comes in thoughts. So right now, you're just watching everything, witnessing everything. Sensations. You're even noticing your thoughts as they come and go. You're not trying to turn them off. And if you have not already, really start to become more aware of your breath, bring more awareness, that big spacious inhale. So start to elongate your breath a little bit. And then feel your exhalation like a letting go, like a contraction, like a giving in. And then with this extra awareness of your breath, next time you inhale, fill up as big as you possibly can. And when you think you are full, take a moment to pause and hold in that fullness. Sip in a little bit extra, like a teaspoon more. And open your mouth, let it go. Ah, very nice. Do that twice more. Inhale, fill up. Every little space inside of you expands. Hold, extra sip if it's there. And then open your mouth, release. So nice. One more, biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Pause, hold this time. See if you can take 2 extra sips. And then let it out your mouth. Ah, good job. Seal your lips now. Begin to cultivate what we call ujjayi breath. So very intentional breath in and out through the nose by way of the back of your throat. See if you can start to create a little whisper noise, an oceanic sound as you breathe slowly, intentionally, and mindfully in and out. So it's a deep diaphragmatic breath. The inhale is like you're taking a really, really slow motion gasp. The exhale is like you're fogging up a window, but with your lips sealed over the breath. The muscles in the back of your throat that you're constricting are the same muscles you constrict when you hum. So this is essentially just a humming on the inside. It's humming without using your actual voice. It's your own internal vibration. So see if you can feel it, connect to it, and use it to support you and guide you through your physical practice today. Please feel free to stay right here, connecting to your breath, a little bit longer or a lot longer, or even come back here at any time throughout practice if you just want a moment to rest. If you're ready to begin moving, draw your knees towards your belly and take a little rock from side to side for a moment. Just let both of your knees eventually fall over to your right side. You could extend your left arm out to the left or goalpost your left arm on the ground. I'm just warming up the spine gently here. Send your breath all the way down into your low belly, low back, all the way down into your hips and your pelvis, and then all the way to emptiness with every single exhalation. Take just a couple more rounds on this side. And then bottom of your next exhale, bring your knees through center. Take a moment to neutralize. So you might take a little rock. You might give your knees a big squeeze. And then eventually knees fall to your left. Right arm extends out to your right, or cactus with your right arm. Very nice. Breathe. Big Buddha belly breaths. All the way to empty with your exhalations. And every exhale, let your body just melt into the twist a little more. See what you can notice and feel without judgment, without criticism. Just observations, just curiosity. Last couple of rounds on this side. Good job, everybody. And then when you feel pretty even on both sides, bring your knees back to the center. Once again, just rock it out for a moment. You are absolutely welcome to find your own way up to your hands and your knees. The invitation, if you would like, to rock and roll a few times forward and back along your spine. So give it a few rocks, feel into the connection to your center, maybe even find a little hover time on your upper back or your sit bones like you're in a boat pose. Good, and then eventually rock up, cross your ankles, roll over your feet. You can probably need to crawl back a little bit so you're nice and centered on your mat. And then start to move from hands and knees, just any way your body feels like moving today. So tuning in, maybe even closing your eyes to get out of your head and just feel into your body. Use your felt senses. Use your slow, intentional breath to guide you. Very good, everyone. So from this position of hands and knees, there's about a million ways you can explore your own body. So rather than getting in your head, thinking so much about it, see if you can really, just like you're an animal, like you're a four-legged creature, really just feel in, find new space inside. Feel into your elbows, feel into your shoulder blades, feel into your fingertips and your toes. Take about 3, 4, 5 more rounds. And then eventually we'll find our way back into down dog. So please, no rush, but whenever you are ready, down dog awaits you. Very nice, friends. Once you're back in your dog pose, same thing, keep feeling around. So spread your fingers really wide, feel your strong hands on the ground. Sometimes I like to imagine I'm like a gecko holding onto a screen door. So you're gripping with your fingertips and pushing down. You want to feel like there's energy moving from your fingertips all the way up through your arms and your side bodies. Connect to your center. So feel as if there's an invisible rope attached to your belly button and it's pulling up and tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So as best you can, you want to feel like energy is moving up rather than all of your weight coming down. How can you be more efficient in your body? How can you use your breath to support you from the inside? That's the yoga. Doesn't really matter what your pose looks like. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. Nice, Michelle. As you exhale, look forward, and however you like to get there, top of your space, forward fold. Once you have arrived, hang out in your fold for a few breaths. You might ragdoll your arms, grab opposite elbows. You might bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers at the base of your skull, give the back of your neck some traction. In your forward fold, you do not have to have your legs straight. So notice if you are locking out your knees and rocking back into your heels, and instead see if you can bring more weight into your toes, pads of your toes, balls of your feet. So your heels are still on the ground, but they're pretty light. And then focus on using your core to lift your butt as high as you can. So think butt towards the sky, crown towards the ground. One last deep breath. Thanks, Chris. As you inhale, find a halfway lift position. Get all the rounding out of your back. Very nice. Exhale, fold. Do that once more. Inhale, halfway lift. Back of your neck long, so gaze down. Exhale, let it go. Nice, Lydia. Rise all the way up. Inhale your arms overhead, maybe gaze up. Hands to your heart center as you exhale. Follow your breath, big deep breaths. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, hinge at your hips, slow dive down. Beautiful, very nice. As you inhale, halfway lift position. And let it go. Exhale. Connect to your center, navel to spine. From that place, rise. See if you can lead with your heart. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands to your heart center. We'll take that one more time. So much awareness as you move through this simple half sun. Inhale, high mountain pose. Take the entire length of your exhale to slowly dive down. Bend in the knees might be really helpful on the low back. Good. Halfway lift. Good, Eric. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Then press into your feet. See if you can lead with your heart to rise. It's like a reverse swan dive. Inhale, arms overhead. Nice, man. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Beautiful, friends. All right. This time, inhale, reach your arms to the sky. And as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. All right, bend your elbows a lot for now and suction cup your palms together. And then try to roll your shoulders back and down. So keeping this bend in your elbows and your palms suction cup together, imagine you just threw your fist into the washing machine. Start to draw big, fast circles with both of your hands, your big fist. Circle, circle, circle as fast as you can go. You should feel some heat building through your shoulders. Now reverse those circles other direction as fast as you can, as big as you can, probably not very big, as big as you can get it. Let that heat build for 3, circle, circle, 2, 1. Now stretch it out so you can reach your knuckles back. Try not to hyperextend through your elbow joints. If you want, you can add a little baby back bend. So hug in with your inner thighs as you press your hips forward, puff up your heart, tilt your chin up. Take one more in-breath here. Keep your hands clasped, hinge at your hips all the way down. Bend your knees a lot if it helps. Good job. Relax your neck. Keep your hands clasped here for about 2-3 more breaths. See if you can lift your butt up towards the sky. That invisible rope is attached to your belly button, pulling up. See if you can lift your knuckles a tiny bit higher. Awesome, Davis. Let your neck relax, head heavy. You can give it a little shake, little nod. Thanks, Trish. One more big inhale. Awesome work. Exhale, hands to low back. Now release your clasp, nice and easy. Let your arms dangle. You can give them a little shaky shake. With your next inhalation, spinal extension, lengthen, get all the rounding out of your back of your neck long. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position, top of a push-up. So pause for a moment, spread your fingers, actively push the ground away. Take little baby rocks forward and back like you're sawing through a piece of wood with your body. Your belly button is pulling in and up. Your hands are pushing down. See if you can even feel the front of your thighs, your quad muscles turning on. Awesome, Kim. If you want to modify, please feel free to come to your knees at any time. Next time you breathe in, find that little rock forward so you are on your tippy toes. And then exhale, lower 1 or 2 inches. Bend your elbows a little bit. Don't let your shoulders roll forward. Inhale, straighten your arms and push back up. As you exhale, a little bit lower, 2 or 3 inches this time. Don't let your belly drop. Don't let your shoulders roll forward. Inhale, push back up. One more exhale, halfway down to your chaturanga hold. Hold until you are empty, and then inhale, push back up. Good job, you guys. Slow motion all the way to your belly. Slow motion. Beautiful. Spider-Man Cobra. Bring your hands out to frame your mat. They're on the hardwood floor. Lift to your fingertips. Inhale, lift your heart. As you exhale, take a little twist to your right side. Dip your left shoulder down. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Tone your belly to support low back. Press down through your pelvis. Exhale, twist, other direction. Very nice. Nice, Andrea. Inhale back to center. Go ahead, one more each side at your own pace. Feel into your shoulders. Beautiful, Mikkel. Feel into front body, back body, side bodies, lower body. Eventually, an inhale will bring you back to center. You can hold there as long as you'd like. Downward facing dog is where we're headed. Once you're back in your down dog, about 5 deep breaths or so. If you want, and this is just an option, do not feel like you have to take it. Option to turn your down dog into a turbo dog for just a little more strength work. So the only thing that you change is your arms. You bend your elbows a lot, and then you squeeze your elbows towards each other. So it's almost like you're in a dolphin pose, but your forearms are hovering an inch or two above the ground. Yes, good job. If you are in turbo dog, let your neck relax, head heavy, awesome, okay? Everybody, continue to lift from your center. So feel that rope, it's pulling up, tugging back. Your center, if you can figure out how to use it in your practice, it changes everything. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, look to the top of your space, step or hop, forward fold. Inhale to your spinal extension, halfway lift. Beautiful. Exhale, fold. And then take it all the way up. Inhale, your arms extend, reach. Hands to your heart center, exhale. All right, let's build our flow. Inhale, high mountain. Pause right here. Grab hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Turn your left palm towards the right side of the room. Try not to lock out your elbows, bend your elbows, and then sway your hips to the left. Pull your upper body to the right. So with a bend in your elbows, you're energetically pulling your left arm away from your right hand. So if you were to let go right now, your left arm would slingshot out. There's what's called muscle energy happening in your arms. Yes, more weight in your left foot. And you can reach your right tiptoes out to the right if you want to. Keep them light. Take one more deep breath. Yes, so nice, you guys. Inhale back to center. Both feet on your mat. Switch your grip. And then other side, exhale. So hips first, then upper body. If you try to create this just with your upper body, you're super limited in your range of motion. So start all the way down at your feet. Root into your right foot a lot, especially the inner edge. Hips go right as upper body goes left. You're tugging with your left arm. You're resisting with your right arm. Breathe into your right waistline. Breathe into the space between your right ribs. One last round. Nice work. Inhale back to center. And as you exhale, cactus your arms, little baby back bend. Squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. Make it come mostly from mid and upper back, not so much low back. Inhale, re-extend. And then as you exhale, chair plane pose. So bend your knees, swing your arms back behind you. As you stick your butt out behind you, feel your strong core. So notice, did you let go with your belly? And if so, just draw your belly button in and up. Now, only if you want, invitation to rock forward and float up to your tiptoes. So if you do lift your heels, lift them as high as you can. And now you have more range of motion. Nice, die in your legs. See if you can bend your knees a little more, get lower. Awesome. Good, Emily. Wherever you are at, my friends, one last deep breath. Good, Trish. Inhale, high mountain. Stay on your tiptoes if you want to. Lift to your tiptoes if you aren't already there. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you exhale, take your dive down. So stick your butt out and use your core to help you balance. You really want to feel your core. It's an exaggeration of what you should feel every time. Halfway lift, heels on the ground now, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat. Take your vinyasa however you would like. So you can always skip it. You can always take it on your knees, substitute cat-cows. Lots of options. See you back in down dog. Big deep breaths. Ujjayi breath. Feel it and hear it. All right. Next time you breathe in, right leg to the sky. See if you can keep your hips square for this one. So inner thighs face each other even more. That's square. Inner thighs face each other even more. That's square. So as you feel your inner thighs hugging in, feel your belly button lifting up. It lots of times helps me if I bend my left leg. So you're one that's on the ground. You might try bending your left knee and lifting to your left tiptoes. So it feels almost like you could pounce forward. Yes, nice, Andrea. Take one more big inhale. Make your right leg powerful and strong. Squeeze through the front of your thigh. Keep your hips as high as you can, knee towards your nose, round your back, step through softly, low lunge. Nice, Charles. Take your time to rise slowly, crescent lunge. Beautiful, good awareness. So all of your toes face forward, your hips are square. You've got a nice long stance. That's working your mobility. But then instead of just sinking into it, you want to hug in towards midline. So energetically, pull your front hip back and your back hip forward. Feel, once again, your inner thighs squeeze. So as your hips are square, you always want to feel your inner thighs hugging in as well and a connection to your center. So if it feels like you are letting go through your belly and your ribs are flaring forward, draw your belly button in and up. Feel almost like you have a little brace around your center. Beautiful, my friends. So your upper body here is your expression. You don't have to do anything fancy or special, but whatever you are doing, you feel it. It's on purpose. So if you're spreading your fingers, you're feeling that. If you're softening your elbows and your hands, you feel that. If you're making an angry face, it's on purpose. So everything you're doing, you are aware of it. It's intentional. You're witnessing yourself. Take one more inhale. Feel whatever there is to feel. And then as you exhale, just like we did in our chair pose, hinge forward, reach back. See if you can keep your connection to center. Belly button is still pulling in and up. See if you can keep your hips square, lean forward, float your back foot off the ground. So full airplane, and imagine you're trying to create a smiley face shape now from the crown of your head to your heel. So lift your heart by using your mid and upper back mobility. Lift your heel by using your inner thigh strength. One last big breath. Beautiful work. Come back softly into crescent lunge if you can. Inhale, crescent, reach up. And then exhale, bring your hands down. We will not do this when we're flowing breath to movement, but for right now, walk your hands to the left long edge of your mat, parallel your feet, both legs straight. All of your toes face the long edge of your mat now. Inhale to a halfway lift. And you can either exhale into a fold or feel free to play or explore in your own way. Got about 5 rounds or so. Just notice whatever there is to notice. So just that wide open space for life energy to flow through. Last breath or two. All right, with your next inhalation, come into a halfway lift, but with your hands or fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees as much as you need. And then crawl your hands to the top of your mat, low lunge, once again. From your low lunge, we're just going to add a twist. Left hand stays down, right arm reaches up. If you want to use a block under your left hand, please feel free. Personally, I just lift to my left fingertips. Your legs should be strong here. So feel almost as if the power of the pose is coming from your back pose, moving through your back leg, and then connecting right at your center. So your inner thighs squeeze. And then as you exhale, you work your twist a little bit deeper. Take one last round. Bottom of your exhale, let it go. Root into your front foot and just step your back foot forward like a foot or two for pyramid pose. So just pyramid stance. Yeah, pyramid stance. So your back foot is on the ground. I personally like my feet on 2 train tracks rather than a balance beam, and all 10 toes face forward. Come to a halfway lift position, bring your hands to your hips. So spine is parallel to the ground, hands on your hips, bend your front knee for a second, a lot. And then I want you to think about re-straightening your front leg really slowly by lifting your right butt cheek up, 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 and pressing the top of your right thigh back, 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 back. So it's like that invisible rope now. It's attached to your right butt cheek. It's pulling up, 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 up. Press back through the top of your right thigh. Get your right leg as straight as you can without locking out or hyperextending through your knee joint. Take one more inhale. Pull your right butt cheek back even further as you lengthen your spine even longer. And then exhale, fold over your right leg. So you might bring your hands to the ground. You might bring your hands to blocks. You might bring your hands to your front shin. Working your pose in your way. Keep pulling your right butt cheek up, 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 and pressing your right thigh back, 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 back. If you are doing that, it may be causing you to shake a little bit. One of my teachers calls that the sacred tremble. It's a good thing. It means you've met an edge. Be with it. Breathe into it. Soften around it. Last couple rounds here. Work your pose. Ah, nice, Kim. Bottom of your exhale, my friends. Walk your hands forward, standing splits. So right foot is your foundation. Lift your left leg. It's really just a one-legged forward fold. Don't let the name psych you out. So you are welcome to open your left hip if you want to, or you can keep your hips square. Not necessarily one is right or wrong. They're just different ways of working the pose. Try not to sink into your outer right hip. So right inner thigh hugs in, belly button lifts you up. You are more than welcome to stay right here. Or if you want to play, you have about 3 more rounds of breath. You might play with handstand hops. You might play with Shiva squats. Maybe there's somewhere you want to go. If you are holding standing splits, keep your left toes active. So feel them in the air, wiggle them around, spread them apart. Take one more inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Set your left foot down on the top of your space. You can give your right leg a little shaky shake. Bring your big toes together to touch. Little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl, tiny little potato bug ball. So butt towards the ground, nose towards your knees. You can choose to try to keep your heels down. That will work ankle flexibility, or lift your heels up, and that will work strength and balance. Maybe you even wrap your arms around your shins and give yourself a great big squeeze. Breathe into your back body, back of your heart, back of your ribs. Exhale. Nice, Sue. See if you can find your very, very center. Take one last breath. Very good. As you inhale, halfway lift. So heels down, spine long. Stick your butt out. You can widen your stance if you want to. Exhale, forward fold. Root into your feet and rise slowly. Inhale, high mountain. Reach up. Pause in your high mountain. Check in with the way you are standing. So notice, are you flaring your ribs forward and sticking your butt out? Are you tucking your tailbone and rounding through your upper back? Is there any way you can be in more optimal alignment just as you stand with your arms reaching up? That's the yoga. Feel your posture, your pelvic tilt. See if you can feel into your most neutral spine. And then keep that. Right foot will be your foundation. Left knee lifts for standing staff pose. Yes, nice work. Flex your toes back and active towards your shin. Hug in with your inner thighs. Focus your gaze. Take one more inhale here. And then as you exhale, figure 4 with chair plane arms. So sit back, reach back. Weight is primarily in your right heel. This is where we will take it when we are flowing breath to movement. For right now, if you want to play or explore in your own way, you've got about 4 or 5 rounds to do so. So maybe you work a forward fold variation, maybe you work an arm balance or a twist. Maybe you stay right where you are at and breathe. If you fall out 10 times, perfect. Get yourself right there. Last couple rounds, start to wrap it up if you are working somewhere. We'll come back to a standing staff. So if at all possible, stay balanced on your right foot. If you need to, set your left foot down, no big deal. If you're in standing staff, arms reach up, left knee lifts, maybe even extend your left leg forward. One more in breath. Now listen, exhale, curtsy bow. You're gonna swing your left toes off the right edge of your mat, bend your knees, reach back, take a little bow. Keep your legs like they are. Inhale, extended leg, curtsy, reach up. Try to pull your right hip back. Hips are square, squeeze your inner thighs. Exhale, one more time, bow. This time, inhale, high mountain. So both feet on your mat, both arms to the sky. Exhale, dive down nice and easy into your fold. Ah, beautiful. Lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. However you'd like to take your vinyasa. See you in downward facing dog. Big deep breaths. Notice, have you lost your breath? Has it become shallow? Has it sped up? Slow it down. Smooth it out. Feel it and hear it. From your down dog, inhale your left leg to the sky. See if you can keep your hips square, your inner thighs facing each other, and feel your strong core lifting you up. That invisible rope tugging on your belly button. Good job. Looks a lot better. Take one more big inhale. See if you can squeeze through the front of your left thigh, that quad muscle. Keep your hips high, knee towards your nose. Round your back. You should be on your back, tippy toes, and then step forward as soft as you can. Low lunge. Rise up to your crescent lunge. Take your time. Beautiful. All right, so you've got your nice long stance. That's the mobility part. Now you want to stabilize, hug towards midline, front hip pulls back, back hip pulls forward. So your lower body is your foundation, your upper body is your expression. What do you want to do with it? What do you want to embody today? Feel into every little space, all the way up into your fingertips. Be aware of what you're doing with your facial muscles, your gaze. And that's the yoga. Again, doesn't really matter what the pose looks like on the outside. What's going on in the inside? Where's your awareness? What's happening with your breath? One more big inhale. As you exhale, hinge forward, reach back. So same thing we've been doing. Your chair plane arms, your airplane arms. Squeeze your back muscles towards your spine. Squeeze your inner thighs towards one another. And then if you would like to, you can stay here if you'd rather, but otherwise, full airplane. So lean forward. Back foot floats up. Try to lift your heart by using the strength in your mid and your upper back, by using the mobility in your mid and your upper back. Try to lift your back heel by using the strength in your inner thighs. Last deep breath. Amazing work, friends. Come back, soft landing, crescent. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. And walk your hands over to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. Halfway lift on an inhale. And then wherever you want to go as you exhale, fold or explore. Does not have to be what you did on the other side. Just notice what's going on in my body today. What you are doing every time you show up on your mat You are creating more of a relationship with your body. So your body, just like any other human being that you're in relationship with, you have to show up, take time to be present, to listen, to pay attention, to hold space for what's going on, to get curious. So that's exactly what you're doing when you show up to be with yourself and with your body. You're just holding space to see what's going on. Next time you breathe in, come to a halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground, so bend your knees as needed, and then walk your hands to the top of your mat, rotate your toes to face forward. We're just coming into a pyramid stance. Stay in your long stance, one more moment, and we're gonna add our twist first. My bad, so right hand down, left arm up. Yeah, revolve lunge. Yes, good, good, good. Right hand can be on a block, or personally, I just like to lift up to my right fingertip, so up to you. Rather than sinking into your hips, try to keep your hips level and keep your back legs strong. Feel your inner thighs squeezing. If you want to modify, of course, you can bring your back knee down, but if your back knee is lifted, then that back leg, there's power moving through it. Feel the connection at your center and use your exhale to work your twist. Last breath or two. You guys look so good. Nice work. End of your exhale, unwind. Now pyramid stance. So step your back foot forward a foot or so, both feet flat on the ground. Again, I like my feet on 2 train tracks, all 10 toes face forward. You can do you. Halfway lift, hands to hips. With your hands in the creases of your hips. So literally have your fingers in the crease of your hips. Bend your front knee for a moment on purpose a lot. And then really, really slowly and mindfully re-straighten your front leg by pulling your left butt cheek up, 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 and back, 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 back. So you might even use your left hand in the crease of your hip to push your hip back. So see if you can find the longest line from your left butt cheek to the crown of your head. Take one more inhale, lengthen, pull your left butt cheek back and up, squeeze through the top of your left thigh. As you exhale, fold over your front leg. Try to keep pulling your left butt cheek up and back. Try to feel a connection to your center and use it to work your pose. Nice, Daisy. You can relax your neck. You might even draw your chin in towards your chest on purpose, and you can really hear your throat lock, Jalandhara Bandha. So as that breath moves through your throat, really hear that sound and really feel it. Take your last couple rounds, use your exhales to dive just a little bit deeper from the inside. So I don't need to see it, but you feel it. So good. Bottom of your next exhalation, walk your hands forward, float your back leg to the sky. You're in a standing split. It might feel real nice to open your hip at this point. If it feels better to keep your hips square, or you just want to work the pose with your hips square, that's great. So again, neither way is right or wrong, just different ways of being in the pose, of working the pose. You can stay, hold, breathe, or maybe you play a little bit. If handstand is in your practice, or you've just been playing around with it, feel free to take a few hops. If you want to take Shiva squats, or if there's anywhere else you want to go, maybe just balancing with your arms behind your left leg. Last couple breaths wherever you're working. If you're in standing splits, holding, spread your right toes, make them really active. One last big inhale, everybody. Forward folds, set your right foot down. You can give your left leg a little shake out. Once again, bring your big toes together until they touch. A little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl, tiny little potato bug ball. So absolutely, you can stay in your little potato bug ball. But if you want, you can turn it into a toe stand. So hug in with your inner thighs, inner knees, inner heels, and try to point your knees straight forward. Bring your hands to your heart. Just balance on your tiptoes. Yeah, good job. And then only if you want to get crazy, you can play with a crow pose for a moment. Plant your hands in front of you. I'm not going to do it because my back is not feeling good today, but if crow's in your practice, go for it. Walk your knees up your triceps, lift through your waistline. Wherever you are at, last breath or two. Breathe into your back body. Nice job, you guys. Awesome. Let's meet in a halfway lift position. So find your way there however you need. Feet on the ground, nice long spine. We'll pause for a moment. If you want to widen your stance, feel free. Back of your neck is long, so gaze down rather than forward. When you gaze forward, it just kind of cranks the back of your neck. So feel the length in the back of your neck. One more inhale. Nice thigh. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up. Reach up and pause in high mountain. So once again, check in with the way you are standing. Is there any way you can find more neutrality through your pelvis and your spinal column? Left foot this time will be your foundation. Float your right knee up, standing staff. Flex your right toes, dorsal flexion. So see if you can even get your little baby pinky toe to flex back and active. Yes, awesome. One more in breath. Figure four, sit back into a one-legged chair and reach your arms back like chair plane arms. This is where we will go when we flow breath to movement. Since we're holding it, go ahead and explore if you want. Go ahead and play. You can do what you did on the other side or something totally different. Awesome, Daisy. Good. Keep the flexion through your right toes. Nice, Max. Keep your ankle strong so you're not twisting your right ankle or letting it sickle. If you are sitting in a one-legged chair, weight is primarily in your left heel. Last couple breaths. Good. Let's slowly come back to our standing staff. And if you want to, you can be in high mountain with your right foot on the ground. Totally fine. Otherwise, right knee is lifted, arms reach up. If you want more, invitation to extend your right leg forward. Try not to lean back. One more inhale. As you exhale, curtsy bow. So swing your right toes off the left edge of your mat. Swing your arms back. Take a little bow. Keep your legs the same. Extended leg curtsy. So reach up. Pull your left hip back. Squeeze your inner thighs. Exhale one more time. Bow. You can bend your knees. Yeah. Inhale. High mountain. So both feet on your mat. Both arms up. Exhale takes you down nice and easy into your fold. Very good. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa your way. So try not to rush through it, move mindfully. Awesome, Kay. Beautiful, Kim. And then either down dog or if you would like, great time to grab a child's pose. So if you want a little rest, child's pose is more than welcome. So we will now move through that entire flow, that entire sequence, 2 more times. We're gonna go a little bit faster. So we'll move one breath, one movement, but it does not mean that we speed through it as fast as we can and forget to breathe. It means we move super slowly and intentionally with our super slow, deep breath. So if you're feeling like I'm cueing really slow, see if you can breathe slower and bigger, more spacious breath. Ujjayi breath. And if Ujjayi has not clicked for you yet, that's okay. Breathe as deeply as you can in whatever way you can, but stay curious about Ujjayi. There is something there. If you want to come with me, downward facing dog. Might feel nice to give yourself a big sigh out your mouth. Great big inhalation into your down dog. Lift your hips. Exhale, gaze forward, step or hop, top of your space. Nice, Charles. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Breathe in. Exhale, release. All the way up. Big stretch at the top as you inhale. Hands to heart. Exhale. All right, here we go. Let's flow. Inhale, reach up. Grab your left wrist with right hand. Exhale, side body stretch to your right. Send your hips to your left. Inhale, back to center. Switch your grip. Other side. Think up and then over like a crescent moon shape. Inhale back to center. Both feet on your mat. Baby back bend as you exhale. Navel to spine protects low back as you curl open. Inhale, realign, reach up. And as you exhale, chair plane or float to your tiptoes, drinking bird, heels high. Maybe you stay on your tiptoes, high mountain, as tall as you can grow. And maybe you stay on your tiptoes for a big balance challenge as you dive down. Stick your butt out and use your core to help you balance. Yes, heels on the ground. Inhale into your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Chaturanga. Try to keep that exhale going or even hold empty as you lower. Inhale, peel your heart open, shoulders down and back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Big deep breath. Inhale, right leg high. Soft as possible. Exhale, step your right foot forward, low lunge. Good breathing. Inhale, crescent lunge. Rise, strong legs. Exhale, airplane lunge or full airplane. You choose. So maybe back foot floats up. Fly. Inhale, come back. Crescent lunge, soft landing if possible. Good job. Exhale, hands to the earth. Listen. Inhale, twist, right arm to the sky. You might gaze up at your right fingertips. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, pyramid stance with your halfway lift. So lengthen everything. Pull your right butt cheek back and up. As you exhale, work your fold all the way to empty. Dive as deep as you can. Inhale, standing splits. Walk your hands forward. Float your back leg high. Maybe spread your toes. Exhale, straight into your little tiny potato bug ball. So big toes touch, tuck and curl, empty out. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, heels down, stick your butt out and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet, rise all the way up. Inhale, reach up, float your left knee up, flex your toes back. Exhale, figure four with chair plane arms. Sit back, reach back. Inhale, standing staff. Option to extend left leg. Try not to lean back. Exhale, curtsy bow. Swing your left toes off the right edge. Swing your arms back, take your bow. Legs stay the same. Inhale, extended leg curtsy, reach. Square hips. Exhale one more time, bow. Good. Inhale, high mountain. And traction out your spine as you exhale all the way down into your fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Plant your hands, feet back. Exhale, chaturanga, or you can always skip it. Heart lifts as you inhale. Hips lift as you exhale. Beautiful. Inhale your left leg high, strong and powerful. Use your core. Exhale, left foot through, low lunge. Very nice. Awesome, Davis. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise. Exhale, yogi's choice, airplane lunge or full airplane fly. Beautiful, come back, soft landing. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, hands to ground. Stay in your lunge, add your twist. Inhale, left arm up, open up. Exhale, release. Pyramid stance with a halfway lift. So lengthen everything. Pull your left butt cheek back. Exhale, fold over your front leg all the way to emptiness. Inhale, standing splits. Crawl your hands forward, float your back leg up. Beautiful. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. Big toes touch, get small and compact. Halfway lift, heels down, spine long. Feel free to widen your stance if you prefer. Exhale, fold. Nice, Eric. From the press of your feet, rise. Inhale, reach up, float your right knee up. Exhale, figure four, swing your arms back like chair plane arms. Inhale, back to standing staff. Option to extend right leg. Exhale, we'll take our bow, curtsy bow, swing your right toes off the left edge. Beautiful. Inhale, extended leg curtsy, reach. Especially feel the length in your right side. Exhale, bow. Nice, Andrea. All right, this time, high mountain. Both feet on your mat, both arms to the sky. Slow dive all the way down and fold. Nice work. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips lift. If you want a child's pose, feel free. So we'll take just a few rounds of breath. That is one time through. We've got one more. This time I am going to add a few things, change a few things up. So just like you have been doing, stay present, listen to my cues, take what works, and leave the rest behind. So at any time, if you want to do your own thing and ignore me, always, that is fine with me. You're listening to your body, and I love that. As long as you're not disturbing anyone around you, always, you do you. You take care of you. And again, that's the yoga. Not listening to our ego and pushing ourselves farther than we should go, but really honoring what we need and what our body is calling for. Maybe starting to feel into how to listen to our body a little bit more and what it needs. Usually when we listen once, our body notices that and it starts telling us more. It starts communicating with us once it knows it's listening, or once it knows we are listening. So just stay present and see what you feel and respond to it. Get curious about it. Downward facing dog, if you're not already there, we've got one last round. Take a big inhale into your down dog if you are coming with me. And then exhale, look to the top of your mat, forward fold. Halfway lift position, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Take it all the way up, big stretch at the top, breathe in. Hands to your heart, breathe out. All right, inhale, high mountain. Grab your left wrist with your right hand, side body stretch up and then over. Back to center with your inhalation, switch your grip. Other side, up and then over, all the way to emptiness. Inhale, center. Add your little baby back bend, exhale. Tone your belly so you're not sinking into low back. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. Option to float to tiptoes. Possibly stay on your tiptoes. High mountain, as tall as you can grow. And then maybe stay on your tiptoes one last time as you take your dive down and fold. Thanks, Lydia. Heels on the ground, halfway lift. Breathe in. Beautiful. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Try to keep that exhale going or hold empty as you lower. Inhale, peel your heart open, shoulders back and down. Nice M. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful, Trish. All right, listen. Inhale your right leg high. You can stay here and hold, or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can. Push the ground away. Awesome, Chris. Inhale, three-legged dog. Right leg high. Right knee, right armpit. Aim as high as you can. Even add a little push-up if you want. Don't let your butt drop. Inhale, back up. Three-legged dog. Now, everybody, exhale, knee towards your nose. Round your back. Step forward softly, low lunge. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, hinge forward, reach back. And one last chance to fly here. Full airplane if you want it. Very nice. Soft landing, crescent lunge. Breathe in. Exhale, hands come down. Add your twist. Left hand down, right arm up. Breathe in. Beautiful. Exhale, let it go. Pyramid stance with your halfway lift. So step forward a bit, lengthen everything. Now work your fold over your right leg all the way to emptiness. Beautiful, nice K. Inhale, standing splits. We will pause here. Invitation to open up into a balancing half moon. So great place to use a block if you've got one. Use it under your right hand. Left hand might come to your left hip as you peel your hips open, or eventually your left arm might reach up towards the sky. Even if you would like, you could move into Ardha Chandra Chapasana, the bound variation. Bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your left foot if you want to. Just an option. Wherever you are at, whether you're still in standing splits, half moon, or any other variation, make your back leg active, powerful, strong. There's energy running all the way up into your left toes. One last big inhale, wherever you're at, your personal fullest expression. Amazing. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball, top of your space. And we'll hold here for a moment. So you can either take a few breaths in your little potato bug ball. If you want to, you could play with a toe stand or even a crow pose. So about 2-3 breaths. Slow, deep breaths. If your breath has sped up, if you've lost track of it, now is your time to bring it back. Slow it down, smooth it out. Nice, Daisy. All right, we will meet in a halfway lift. So next inhalation, halfway lift position. Lengthen out. Exhale, fold and bow. Root through your feet. Let's rise all the way up. Inhale, reach up, float your left knee up. Listen, we're going somewhere different. Exhale, twist towards the windows. Bring your right arm forward, left arm back. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left thigh. Your left hand to your low back. Use your arms as leverage. This is where you might stay. If you would like, you can go for full revolved hand to big toe pose. So bring your right hand to your left foot and start to extend your left leg forward only as much as you can without rounding through your spine. Squeeze through your inner thighs, press through your left heel. Try to keep your shoulders and your collarbones broad. If you want more of a challenge, any variation you're in, you can add this. Gaze over your left shoulder. Take one last round. Your personal fullest expression. So good. Nice, Chris. Inhale back to standing staff. Arms reach up. Maybe left leg extends if it hasn't already. Exhale, curtsy bow. Take your bow. Thank you very much. Inhale, extended leg curtsy, reach up. One more time, bow. Beautiful. High mountain pose. Both feet on your mat, both arms to the sky. Exhale, slow dive. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Spinal extension with your inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to peel your heart open. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, listen. Inhale, left leg high. You can hold or exhale, left knee, right elbow. So that little twist. Inhale, back up, three-legged. Left to left. Aim for your armpit. Add the push-up if you want. Don't let your butt sink down. Awesome, Charles. Inhale, back up. Beautiful work. Last one, everyone. Knee towards your nose. Use your strong core. Step forward softly. Rise, crescent lunge. Inhale. And as you exhale, airplane lunge, or one last chance on this side to fly. Inhale, crescent, soft landing. Exhale, low lunge, hands to the earth. Add your twist, left arm to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Pyramid pose, halfway lift, so everything gets long. Pull your left butt cheek up and back. Exhale, work your fold. Really good awareness, you guys. Love it. Inhale, standing splits. Walk your hands forward, float your back leg up. Now here is where we will pause. Optional half moon if you want it. Left hand on the ground or a block. Right hand on your right hip or right arm to the sky eventually. So hips open, heart opens. Nice, Daisy. Beautiful, you guys. Nice poses. Do you want to take the bound variation? Or even just try moving into it? Be playful. Go for it. Last couple of rounds. Awesome, Trish. All right, wherever you are at, one last big in-breath. And then make your way into your tiny little potato bug ball. And once again, we'll take a moment here. So stay in your little ball if that feels real nice. I think it feels really safe. If you want to, you can play, you can explore. If you've lost your breath or if it's become really fast or shallow, bring it back, slow it down, smooth it out. Amazing. Love all the different variations. You're working somewhere, start to wrap it up. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift position. So spine long, get all the rounding out of your back. Realign your spine. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet and rise. Inhale, reach up, float your right knee up. Once again, going somewhere different. Twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Bring your left hand to the outside of right thigh, right hand to your low back. That is a great place to stay. Use your arms as gentle leverage or move into your full variation of revolved hand to big toe. So yeah, grabbing your big toe or the outer edge of your foot. Nice work. And then extend only as much as you can without rounding your spine. The trick is your core, your center. That's what will help you balance. So feel your core. Hug in with your inner thighs. Twist right from underneath your rib cage. One last round. You might gaze over your right shoulder. Amazing work, you guys. Inhale back to standing step. Option to extend right leg if you haven't already. Exhale, take your bow, curtsy bow. Very nice. Extended leg curtsy. Feel the length in your right side. One more time. Bow it out. Beautiful. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, dive down nice and easy. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank. Now listen, pause in your high plank position. Strong through your core, one arm at a time. Come down to your forearms, forearm plank, forearm plank. So elbows under shoulders, forearms parallel. Make a number 11 on the ground with your forearms. Nice case. Spread your fingers really wide and especially try to press into thumbs and index. Feel your strong core. Draw your belly button in and up. Now, without letting your elbows drift further apart, dolphin pose. Walk your toes towards your elbows and imagine that invisible rope attached to your belly button. It's pulling straight up towards the sky. Imagine you're trying to press your heart towards the back of the room. Don't let your elbows drift apart, so hug in with your upper arms. Very good, my friends. Try not to let your head touch the ground. Press down through the belly of your forearms. We'll take about 3 more rounds in dolphin. If you want to play in any way, please feel free. You can lift one leg, then the other leg. You can take little hops. Hug in and push the ground away through your forearms. If you need to make a tripod with your hands as a modification, totally fine. One last huge breath. And then let it go. Bring your knees down, child's embryo or puppy. So just rest. Just rest and feel and notice. But take a moment and simply just feel. Just notice, like we did at the very beginning of our practice, your own inner space. What's flowing through? Sensations, pulsations, energy, emotions. So you're the witness. Can you feel yourself a little more as an energetic being? And then in your next couple breaths or so, rise up into just a tabletop position. From your tabletop, take a moment and, like we did at the very beginning of class, a little bit of intuitive movement. Cat cows, hip circles, wag your tail. Whatever calls to you. Maybe your wrists want a little love. You could spin your fingers out to the sides or back towards your knees and just kind of gently rock forward, back, around in little circles. Yeah, love it. So many ways to explore. And then in your next few breaths, downward facing dog. Get there however you like. All right. Ujjayi breath, a little bit longer. Keep it going. Inhale your right leg to the sky. And then peel your right hip open, bend your right knee, reach it out and up. This is an absolutely perfect place to stay. Only if you want, option to flip your dog. The right foot comes down behind you, right arm reaches forward, heart reaches forward. So your heart wants to look at this front wall. See if you can let it. Back muscles are strong to support your front body. Take one more big inhale. Lots of stuff back in that corner. Exhale, come back to your three-legged dog. Everyone just extend your right leg really high. Big inhale here. And then as you exhale, step your right foot forward. And then listen, I hardly ever teach warrior one, but we're gonna move into a warrior one stance. So pivot your back heel down, rise up into your warrior one. So warrior one, your back foot is not facing the left side of the room like it would in a warrior two. Yes, good adjustment. Your left toe should be facing slightly forward and slightly out to the left. So the intention is to square off your hips as best as you can. For me, it feels a lot better if I have my feet on two train tracks and not a very long stance. So please feel into the variation of this pose that works best in your body. Hone your belly, navel to spine, lift your heart, puff up your proud chest. Take one more big inhale. And then as you exhale, listen, bring your right hand to the crease in your right hip, the front of your right hip, straighten your right leg. So try to pull your right hip back as far as it will go. Now we're moving into a revolved triangle. Imagine you've got a football in your left hand and you want to throw it over towards the front right corner of the room. So you're going to hinge at your hips, reach, 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 twist, 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 and then eventually left hand comes down either to the outside of right foot or the inside of right foot. Maybe you have a block under your left hand. Right arm is reaching up, and as best you can, keep pulling your right butt cheek back, back, back. Keep pressing the top of your right thigh back, 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 and then twist as you exhale. Yes, amazing work. Squeeze through your inner thighs, twist from your center. Last couple of breaths. If it's uncomfortable, know that it's only temporary. Be with it. Soften around it. Good job. Slowly let it go. You can come into like a low lunge or something like that. And then three-legged down dog. So right leg back and up once again. Open your right hip up. Open, open. Should feel kind of nice. And then whenever you're ready, from your three-legged dog, we're coming into a pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your space. Set your body down nice and easy. If you want to take this in any other way on your back or in a seat, totally fine. Just give yourself a moment to really find the structure of the pose through your legs. And then as you breathe into it, just soften around it, breath by breath. Especially in these moments where you have time to just be, notice, where does your mind go? Do you distract yourself? Is it hard to stay in your body when you're uncomfortable? So that's just what we're noticing. We're not trying to judge ourselves, criticize ourselves. We're just noticing. You might notice, I'm really frustrated when I'm in pigeon, or I'm really bored when I'm in pigeon. You're not trying to make it go away. You're just letting it be there. You're like, how does boredom feel in my body? Where do I feel it? How does anxiety feel in my body? Frustration. That's the practice. That's the yoga. So the poses, they're just giving us new ways, different ways to feel, to connect with ourselves. So even if you've been in pigeon pose a million times before, what does it feel like right now? What little sensations, pulsations can you notice? What do you love about this pose? What do you hate about this pose? Give yourself about 3 to 5 more breaths, and you can exhale out your mouth at any time. Good job. So I will let you just on your own, in your next couple breaths, slowly start your own transition back to downward facing dog, however you want to get there. So maybe you move through a vinyasa, maybe you take some cat cows, maybe you just go straight back into a 3-legged dog. Give your right leg a nice little shaky shake. Once you're back in your dog pose, just walk it out. You might feel into right side versus left side, right leg versus left leg. All right. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Peel your left hip open. So bend your knee, reach it out and up. You should feel your outer left glute squeezing to create this action. You can stay here, absolutely, or flip your dog. Left foot comes down behind you, and left arm reaches forward. Yeah, I love the variation. See if you can breathe all the way down into your belly and feel the stretch in your front body. One last inhale. Nice, man. Exhale, come back. 3-legged dog, everybody. Extend your left leg high, breathe in. And then exhale, softly left foot forward, low lunge first, and then set up your warrior one stance and rise up to your warrior one. Yeah, good. So in warrior one, it's a different stance than warrior two. Your right toes are facing slightly forward, slightly out to the right. And if you have a really wide stance, so wide that you feel like your hips are open rather than square, I would really encourage you to shorten your stance and maybe bring your feet onto 2 railroad tracks. So Trish, do that. Shorten your stance, bring your feet onto 2 railroad tracks. So the intention, see how open your hips are, you want them square. So the intention is to get your hips as square as you can. So even more, bring your back foot forward a lot. Yeah, a lot. Yep. Take one more big inhale as you pull your left hip back, right hip forward. And then as you exhale, left hand to left hip, the front of your left hip. Pull your left hip back and straighten your left leg. So again, if your hips are open, this is going to be really hard. You want your hips as square as possible. Pull your left hip back, hinge at your hips, throw your invisible football at the front left corner of the room. So reach, and then eventually right hand comes down to the outside of your left foot if possible. Otherwise, inside is fine. Great place to use a block. Pull your left butt cheek up, and back. So you should feel your left quad muscle firing. Yeah, good job, Trish. Looks good. You should feel your left quad firing to safely stretch your hamstring muscle, the back of your leg. Take about 2 more rounds working your twist. If it's so uncomfortable, remember it's only temporary. Awesome. End of your exhale. Nice job. Let it go. Low lunge or whatever works. Hands on the ground. Take it back to your 3-legged down dog. Left leg to the sky. Open up your hip for a moment once again. And then whenever you're ready, pigeon pose. Bring your left shin forward. Bring your body down gently. And then use your awareness and use your breath to work the pose. Anytime you need, big sigh out your mouth. So if it feels like there's too much sensation, there's too much energy, it's too intense, you're overwhelmed, big open mouth sigh, really good idea. Give that energy somewhere to go. I will leave it up to you, my friends. When you feel pretty even on both sides with your pigeon, start to find your way back to one final downward facing dog pose. However you want to get there, please take your time. And if you do want one last vinyasa, now would also be the time to take that. All right, and in your down dog, friends, just feel into all the space and all the length you've created throughout your practice. Feel into all that energy flowing through you. It's flowing through you every second of every day. Just harder to notice. We get up in our heads. Take one last round into your down dog. And then as you exhale, however you want to find your way onto your back, start to find your way all the way down onto your back. You can face whichever direction you would like to. And once you're there, just hug your knees in gently and take a little rock from side to side. All right, invitation for one last heart opener. I think everyone in this room knows how to get into a bridge pose. So that is option one. Option two would be full wheel upward facing bow if that's in your practice and you feel like going there. And then any other heart opener, if there's something else, fish pose, or even if you wanted to roll over and take something on your belly, something like that, please feel free. Give yourself about 5 to 7 rounds in whichever heart opener you choose. And if there's some way you want to explore in your bridge pose, please feel free, even if it is a restorative bridge pose. So use this heart opener to one more time, just feel the space in your front body to stretch all the way down your abdominal wall. So we hold our belly muscles very tight, a lot of us. See if you can let your belly expand with each inhale. All the way to empty with your exhales. Nice, Chris. Good variations. I love it, you guys. And after you've given yourself at least 5 to 7 rounds in your heart opener of choice, ease your way out. And the next invitation is windshield wiper pose. So either goal post your arms or tee out your arms. And with your feet mat width distance apart, take your knees slowly from side to side. And then eventually let your knees fall to one side and just keep them there for about 3, 4, 5 breaths. If you want to intensify it at all, the leg that is on the bottom, you could bring your foot up to the outside of your top knee. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, and if there's a different variation of a twist that you would rather take, please feel free. And then after you've given yourself a few rounds on this side, switch to the other side. And no rush, please take your time. When you feel even on both sides, come back to center. Find any finishing poses that you would like to take for your own practice. So maybe it's an inversion, maybe it's a happy baby, maybe it's just rolling out your wrists and your ankles. So give yourself a moment to just finish off your own practice for you. And then eventually just start to find your way into your final relaxation. Your final Shavasana. So that can be the traditional corpse pose or any other position that will just allow you to really relax, rest, and let go. And at this point, as you settle into your final relaxation, let your breath once again become effortless. So you're allowing your autonomic nervous system to take back over. You're just letting your body breathe you without any efforting. These last few moments, this is traditionally what the whole entire point of the physical practice was. Just to lay here, and finally, maybe our mind is a little quieter. Our body is a little more tired, so we can relax a little easier. So this, rather than feeling like this is a waste of your time to just lay here, I feel like this is the most valuable use of your time to just lay here. To let your body give in completely, and to just be that wide open space for life energy to flow through. This is a reading by Abby Marie O'Connor. She says, "It does not happen in a moment or a month, in a year or even 10. Sometimes it does not appear to be happening at all. It happens on its own time, in divine time, perhaps in another lifetime. It happens when it happens, and it is the rushing that slows." So how many times do we try to force things? How many times do we try to rush things that we're not even ready for? How many times do we think we know better than life? It does not happen in a moment or a month or a year or even 10. Sometimes it does not appear to be happening at all. It happens in its own time, in divine time, perhaps in another lifetime. It happens when it happens, and it is the rushing that slows. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. And then let it go. Just start to bring slow movement back into your body. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Might feel real nice to give yourself a little massage again, a little temple massage, jaw massage. Also, sometimes it feels good to rub your hands together really fast or even your feet together really fast. You have a lot of nerve endings in your hands and your feet, so just kind of waking them up. And then taking your time, moving gently. Find your way eventually onto either side, just a fetal position. And give yourself a moment to just be there, to really let your practice settle inside of you, integrate into your being. Sometimes I like to visualize it like stardust, just twinkling around inside of me and then disappearing. Use your arms to guide yourself up into seated meditation, facing forward towards the front of your mat in the front of our space. As you sit up, feel into the length of your spine, length of the back of your neck. Gather your hands to your heart, either prayer hands or one palm stacked on top of the other. And we'll close our practice together with one big group Om. So try not to worry too much how you sound. Focus more on just feeling your expression move through you and express out of you. So start by exhaling, clear your throat if you need. Breathe in your voice. Thank you, everybody, so much for being here and letting me guide you. Namaste. We ended just in time before the dance class starts. All right, friends, have a wonderful Sunday. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And I hope to see you not next Sunday, but hopefully again soon, the following Sunday or sooner. Sune is. I'm not doing it. Yeah. You have? Hell yeah. I've just kind of been, I know, I love it too. I just have so much other stuff going on and I just have not been like, I don't have the bandwidth, I feel like, to build it right now, to put energy into it. So, oh, I'm like, Shanae just doesn't, she doesn't have as much other stuff going on. So I'm like, you want to teach every time? I'm like, he's great. Yeah. And I mean, it's really just like the same stuff. So it's like, you can't go too wrong, you know? It's like, I know when people ask if I'm teaching, I'm like, no, but still go. It's like the same thing, but I get it. Okay, wait, I don't remember your name. Sorry. What was it? Oh, Willie. Willie, that's right. Love you. Thank you, Nanners. Did you show off to my mom, Kay? I'm showing off. Okay, I forgot your names. I'm sorry. Joni and what is it? Kathy. I'll get it one of these days. Kathy. Joni. Daisy.